Hello everyone and welcome to this Stamina Nightblade PvP build video for the Morrowind patch. Now, I say Morrowind patch, but I've been using this build for many patches now, probably already for like half a year, and even until now it's still performing the best for me. It gives me a lot of survivability, it has very high damage, the sustain is really good. I would say even now it's just the best performing Stamina Nightblade PvP build for Cyrodiil and Battlegrounds. There is something with this build, it's running almost all the proc sets out there. I know a lot of you don't like proc sets, but for me, you just gotta play with the best performing build out there. So here we go, and let's start by going into the gear. We are running a front bar set and a back bar set. On the front bar we are running 5 Viper. So this is a sword, 3 jewelry and 1 armor piece. Viper is performing really well, proc sets are really strong, especially in OCP and the Battlegrounds. I would say they need to remove this from the game or nerf it, but we want to play the strongest build possible, so this is why we are running Viper. On the back bar we run Eternal Hunt. There is a lot of other sets that you can run for just on the back bar. For me, Eternal Hunt is just the best performing overall. It gives me that 2x stamina recovery, which I really want. I want to be able to dodge roll many times, as this is most of our only survivability together with some abilities. We don't have good healing. It's all about dodging, avoiding, kiting, and kill people quick. Now, we also running to Celine. I would say don't run Troll King, guys. It's only for defense. If you're gonna die, you're gonna die anyway. You want to run offensive, you want to kill stuff. And Celine is just a really great addition to it. It's also performing way too good. It's really strong. So this is the gear we are using. We're running 5 Viper on the main, Eternal on the back bar, and 2 Celine. Viper, you get it in Fungal Grotto, either 1 or 2. If you want to get purple jewelry, you have to run it in veteran mode. I have gold because they were on the PvP vendor in Cyrodiil. The belt, you'll probably get it while farming for the unique sword, which is drop in Fungal Grotto 2. It is the Mephala boss with the portal behind him. It's the one that drops this sword. You kill the spider first, you pass it, you kill the boss that chains people down and makes the chain lightning. You go through the door, drop down on the left side of the open area, and there is the Mephala boss. That's the boss that drops this sword. You can do that in normal mode, as blue, doesn't matter if it's blue quality. You can upgrade it anyway. Jewelry, get it in purple on veteran mode. Eternal Hunt. It is as a crafted set, so you can even decide how you want to look like. For me it doesn't really matter, I have a costume on, so if you like that, you can do that. You craft it in Usebane, which is a DLC, it's the Thief's Guild DLC. You have this race Shrine Abbas landing, it is in the west here. When you port here and you go west, you will see the crafting icon somewhere over here. It is 9 traits, so if you are new to the game and you don't have the DLC, you might want to hang up a friend or somebody that can craft this for you. And Celine, last but not least, the shoulder. I wish you all good luck with this RNG. You get it from the Undaunted Pledges, which is in the second zones of each alliance, the main city. For EP, let's say it's Mournhold. In the zone Deshan, you have this icon, Undaunted Enclave. When you reach level 45, you get like a mail to go there, and then you can pick up these pledges, and they will give you the Celine shoulder if you are lucky. Now, silver chest, guys. There's 3 chests that you can open with the gold keys that you get from doing the pledges on veteran mode. You want to open the silver chest. I'm not going to say left or right, because I think in EP it is the right chest, and on DC it is the left chest. AD is also left chest, so you have 3 chests, bronze, silver and gold. Silver chest, that's where you get the shoulder. Now the Celine helmet, you get it from Reaper's March, the dungeon Celine's Web. You must run this on veteran mode. The normal mode does not drop the helmet, you have to run it on veteran mode. You do not have to do hard mode, and the drop rate is 100%, so if you are there with a 4-man group, there's a high chance that one of your group mates has the exact rate, or maybe the good piece, medium or heavy, what you want. So now that we went over our gear, we're gonna look for traits. We are running 6 impen with 1 well fitted. This is a lot of times a pain in the ass at the beginning, because the Viper piece is RNG, but the Celine is even more RNG. 2 well fitted, Divines. Just make sure you have 2k crit resistance. This is what you want to aim for. If you can't make this up, there is a CP passive in the left tree Resist resistance, then you can use this to add up for your CP, which is just really nice. So if you get a divine, well fitted or whatever, don't be sad, you can get it later. It will work. We are running 6 tri-stats and 1 max stamina. I have 1 max stamina and not 7 tri-stats because I want to reach this 30k. I don't want to have like 29.8 and just annoys the fuck out of me. So that's why I have 1 stamina. On a Jill we run 2 stamina recovery and 1 weapon damage. I find this the best for now. Last patch I had 1 magicka wreck. We need that extra stamina recovery now, so that's why we run that. On the debaser sword we run the Oblivion damage enchant. To craft this you need to use the health recovery with a reduced potency rune. So for the high level, let's just quickly check, that is the Itada, this is the decreased potency rune. So Itada, I don't really know which one it is. This is not my crafter, but it's one of the triangles and then Akita, and that's how you get the Oblivion enchant. This enchant goes through block, through shields, and if you manage to light attack and they dodge it, then it still hits. No matter how you boost it, it is always for 1.9k, so this is why I said proc build Celine, Oblivion and Viper. You could even say that Eternal is a proc set. So yeah, this is the gear that we are using. On the back bar we are running poisons, the Hinderings poison. I find this poison to be really important, especially in 1v1 against tanky players. The rune, it gives you a lot of control, while this poison also gives you control. You want to have control. If you give them the freedom to hit you while your heals suck, you need this. You need control, you need burst, and this is how I maintain my stamina Nightblade. Now for the Munderstone we are running the Serpent, just to get more sustain. And we are running the Smoke Bear Hounds, which gives us max HP, health recovery, stamina recovery and magicka recovery. We will need all 3 of these. Even health recovery is really beneficial. So let's get over into our stats. As you can see, these are the unbuffed stats on our main bar. We are having the 30k stamina. Our unbuffed weapon damage is really low. The damage is totally fine. Proc stats will make up for all the damage. So even if you think this is low, it's totally fine. 2k, 2.8k stam rack. This will go very high when you kill people on the two-hander because of the passive from two-handed, which is the battle rush. This, by the way, is the reason I do not run dual wield or anything like that, because I want to get this passive done. This is so important. The bow just gives me the dodge roll speed and survivability in this passive, and the two-hander gives me that extra sustain. It just fits really well. We are running 1k magicka recovery. In Battlegrounds, I think this weapon damage should be a magicka recovery, because I seem to run out many times out of my magicka in Battlegrounds. It's really hard to sustain it, especially if you get poisoned. But this is a change you could make. Now on our back bar, let's swap. On our back bar we have a little bit more stamina recovery because we run the Werewolf ultimate on this bar, which gives us another 15%. This is the bar we will spend most of our time on, as this is our kite bar. The two-hander bar is only for quick kills. The damage window is not that long, so you'll probably be 3-4 seconds max on the two-hander bar. Bow bar is where we are at the most, so this is why we have the Werewolf ultimate here for that extra recovery. Now buffed up with Rally, we are reaching 2.3k weapon damage. As I said before, don't be scared, this is more than enough. Proc sets will make up for all your damage. Now, the Relentless Focus, I'm gonna show it now, but I'm gonna tell you later. I use this for the recovery. You can use other skills in this slot. I just feel it's really important to reach even 3.2k. It helps you a lot in open world. But next over, we will go to the skills and I'm gonna explain what else you can use or whatever is really good to use. So, I think we covered all the gear and our stats, so let's get over into our skills. So on the two-hander bar we're running Executioner. We run this Overkiller's Blade. The reason I do this is because the Executioner gets 50% extra deal damage and it starts on 50% health. While on a Nightblade, when you go offensive on someone and the proc sets go off, they are most likely going under this 50 and maybe not all the time into this 25%. So this is the reason I run Executioner, Overkiller's Blade. The second skill is Surprise Attack. This is our main damage ability. It has some really awesome combos that I'm going to show you later, because this skill from stealth will CC your enemy, which is really key in the way we are playing this build. Next up, Fear. Best CC in the game, man. It's just so good. When you have too much people on you, you can like place a shade, get away, fear people off, fort back, and you are totally safe. It's one of the best CCs in the game, as it also go through block. I don't think there's any Stamina Nightblade build that can perform without mass hysteria. Next up, Ambush. This is our gap closer. Now I'm gonna tell you already, I'm gonna show you later, this does not break cloak on a player. If you attack an NPC while in cloak with ambush, it will decloak you. On a player it does not decloak you, unless you fight players like DKs who have volatile armor which returns melee damage, or hurricane up from a sorcerer, boundless armor, these kind of stuff. This can decloak you and ground effects, but it works. I've seen on the forums people claiming it doesn't work. It does. Cloak, ambush does not break it. It does not break cloak. And then we have Rally, which is our weapon damage buff, and our burst heal, and a heal over time. This needs to be up all the time. And last but not least, we have Incap. Now Incap is one of the strongest, maybe the strongest single target ultimate in the game. It's insta, major defile, gives you 20% extra damage, it deals good damage, it's really cheap, and the CC is just really good. I think we covered our main bar here. I don't think we can run anything else on this bar. I know some players run Quick Rush or Stampede. Ambush works while you are snared. It just gives you way more DM power, which we're gonna utilize. I'm gonna show you later how to utilize this in power. We do not run Quick Rush. And as I said, no Killer's Blade. So let's go to our back bar. So on our back bar, as I said before, we run the Werewolf Ultimate. This is purely for while slaughtered, your stamina recovery is increased by 15%. The only reason this is here, if you feel you want Magicka Wreck like Dower 13, I'm gonna shout you out here, who said you can run the barrier there and get Magicka Wreck. Could also be a good option, maybe for Battlegrounds. Either Werewolf or barrier on the ultimate slot. If you want to go offensive, you always can use the Bow Ultimate. You want to get the turret one, or you go to Siphoning and get the Soul Shred Morph that gives you really good healing. Now we are running Shadowy Disguise, we're not running Dark Cloak. We don't have any proper heals, it's all about avoiding, it's not about taking less damage. You want to avoid, we want to get that critical strike. That's why we run Shadowy Disguise over Dark Cloak. It's for me way superior in the way I like to play this build. Vigor is our heal over time. You want to keep this up as much as possible. If you're under pressure, you want to dodge roll, animation cancel this all the time. It's really important. This, guys, I think this is my favorite skill in this whole game. Shadow Image is so strong. We can demonstrate it really quick if we have some mobs around here. Let's find some NPC. Oh yeah, I hear already something. So here we have a mob. Let's say this is a player who is on our tail and he is about to kill us. We are running away from him because he's on us. Oh, this one, he's really slow. So let's say he gets stuck in our rune, we get around the corner, fort back to our shade, and you're gone. It's so fucking nice. For me, this is the most enjoyable skill in this whole game, and it makes Stamina Nightblade the most viable 1vx in Cyrodiil Battlegrounds, just because no matter how many people chase you, if you outsmart them by a good juke, you can get away. You can decide what fights you want to be in, and you can always escape them. It's really good. Now the next skill on our bar is Shuffle. If you are snared, you wanna use this by cancelling dodge roll and sprint after to get away from the one that's snaring you. This is really important. If you get snared, no matter what, always go to your back bar and use Shuffle. Because you want to get away, you always want to be fast. It's really important. Now, as I said earlier about Relentless, this is our flex spot. I use Relentless Focus because it gives me 8% the damage. This works on procs, it boosts procs, so this gives us again more offensive pressure when we want. It also gives you 10% stamina recovery, which is really important with the nerf to sustain this patch. And sometimes if you have the bow, you can make a very high burst combo by going into cloak, shoot a spectral bow, your bar swap, the ambush incap, and that's like a really good combination. Now there is a lot of other skills you can use here. You can run poison injection at the same place. I don't have it morphed because Cinemax swapped it out. Poison arrow used to be on the first place. I never used focused aim, I think, so that's why it is on rank 2. But poison injection is also really good. I was playing with Kevlon today on stream and he was using Caltrops, which is also really nice. If you totally, like completely hate piercing mark, you can always run purge here. It's like your flex slot. You can place here whatever you prefer to play with. But keep in mind, when you go on the bridge, nothing is better than draining shot, guys. You want to knock them off. Every person you knock off is like a nice trophy that you get, yeah? Keep that in mind, it's really important. Draining shot OP. So now that we went over our skills, let's go into our champion points. Now, in Battlegrounds there are no CP. If you don't care what the CP is, you can just skip the video until the next part of the video, which will be the combinations and the optimization of gear. So if you want to play in the CP campaign, I'm going to show you what CP that I have spent. And we're going to start in the green tree. Now I have 28 points in Warlord. Just an FYI for overall, you don't want to spend too much in one thing. Like this is actually maybe too much, but I just really want a high stem wreck, which we're going to open in a sec. Right now the curve of CP, it starts really big and then goes less, like very early on already. So we have 28 points for the break free. We are sprinting a lot, so I wanted 15% from this passive. So we have 24 points in here. Now in the middle one, I really wanted Windrunner to get another extra speed, and when I sprint I get some nice Magicka recovery again. I have 10 in healthy because we have gold food. This 3% is just very tiny, but will help. 10% for Magicka recovery, and then we put everything else in stamina recovery, which is 13.5%. Stamina recovery, we want to boost that up really high. We never want to run out. Dodge roll is way too strong, but that's why we run 69 points in here. And last we have 15% for the reduced roll dodge, so we have 37 here. On the blue CP, I know there is Nightblade here, but we want to boost our healing. I say fuck healing, it's all about avoiding damage. Know when you have to bail, never go YOLO, so fuck blessed, fuck quick recovery as well in the red one, as you're gonna see soon. We're gonna spec full into damage in this one, that's why we have 72 in Mastered Arms. This 23% works on fucking proc sets, that is so strong. It's really good. Now this has a counter passive Ironclad here, which I'm gonna show later. I have 72 in here, it boosts every direct damage that we have, which is almost all our skills. I think it is actually all our skills. So really good passive. And we have 5 into Shattering Blows and 5 into Physical Weapon Expert. Now in the ritual we have 48 in Mighty. This as well boosts our procs, the base damage of it. Piercing will also boost our procs because it goes through their resistance, so they will hit higher. That's why we have 43 points in here. We have 37 in Precise Strikes. The procs cannot crit, so instead of getting like 20% we only go for 15%. We do not use any dot, so we have no points into Thaumaturge. So this is our blue CP, and let's go into our red one. I have 19 in Resistance to get the 2.1k as you saw before. I have 10 into Spell Shield and Medium Armor Focus. I think 1k resistance is like 1.4% less damage. So I think just 10 points is way better than spending 10 extra points in Audio Elemental Defender. Then I have 51 points in Ironclad for the 19%. Don't forget this passive, guys. Don't forget it. If you don't use this and there is a Nightblade on you in a CP campaign, he's gonna deal 20% more damage to you. That's insane. So do never forget Ironclad. If players forget about this passive, they have free kill. Now here we want to change, so we want to spend 120 points here. And I spent them equally, like 50-50 and then 20 in thick skin. And in the Lord we have no points. As I said, no healing, fuck healing. We want to be able to, you just want to avoid damage. That's the main thing that you want. And because we run sets like Eternal Hunt, Poison, we are really mobile and fast. Kiting, Cloak, that's how we play. Fuck the healing. Okay, that was the CP, so let's get over how to utilize this build, and I'm gonna get a friend for this to showcase you how this works, so let's get into it. So let's get into our combos. Now the combos are really important, guys, that The combos that I'm going to show you, they utilize Selene. It's all about hitting that Selene. It is really important that this proc set hits the enemy because this will give you the best kills. So let's get into the combos that I'm using. Now first of all, Ambush does not break Cloak. As you can see here, Ambush did not break my Cloak, and here again it does not break my Cloak. Which means that we can still use the next thing I'm going to show you is Surprise Attack from Stealth. This Surprise Attack will stun the enemy if it is from being stealthed, so it's really important, as I'm going to showcase once more. So I'm going to Ambush and Surprise Attack, and there we go, they are CC'd. Now this Surprise Attack gets the Empower, what I was talking about earlier. This Surprise Attack from Stealth, Wood Health passive, Assassination passive just hits a lot. So there, as you saw there, we are going into Cloak, Ambush, Surprise Attack, in cap, and if the Selene hits, they're just done. It's over. So the next combo I'm going to show you is a counter combo, and this is specially made for melee players. So he's gonna ambush me or get close. I'm gonna dodge roll and do a surprise attack from Cloak. Now this dodge roll puts the Eternal Hunt rune under him, which means he gets stuck. By me going into Cloak, the dodge roll into Cloak gives me the option to go surprise attack and CC him and go offensive, which is really good combo. So let's show it once more. Waiting for them to get close you dodge roll through them, go into Cloak, surprise attack them, in cap after it, and then you execute, if you have to execute. And this way, like the Eternal Hunt can proc your Selene, the surprise attack can proc Selene, the in cap will proc Selene, is just a very high chance of gaining a good kill. So yeah guys, this sums up this Nightblade PvP build. I have so much fun playing this build for so long already. It still performs very good. If you want to watch this live, I will probably have a video up soon. I have a really nice highlight from my stream. You can watch my streams on twitch.tv/Hexys ESO, where I will be streaming Nightblade probably daily from now on, because I'm just enjoying streaming. It's really good fun. I love to showcase what is strong on the Nightblade, so be sure to check that out and follow me on Twitch. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm gonna upload way more builds. You can join my Discord, which I'm gonna put in the description, in which we're gonna recraft a lot of builds. Once again guys, thank you very much. Until next time. Bye.